Hello, Mega Exercises. I'm the Muscle Lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle.
#ExerciseYourMuscle.
If this is the first time that you're seeing an Exercise Your Muscle video, welcome. We are always so excited when somebody new joins us on this journey of exercising our muscle. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever a new video comes out. Mega Exercises, welcome to another video where you learn how to exercise your muscle. We are still busy with our series that we are calling I Am. So many times when we introduce ourselves to somebody, we say, "Hi, I am the Muscle Lady," or "Hi, I am an accountant, I'm a dancer, I'm a soccer player." We tend to describe who I am is by either the name our parents gave us or our profession, what we do, right? But do we really understand or know who I am is? We say I am ... So do you really know, Mega Exercises, who you are? This is vital information or vital knowledge, because once you know who you are, you know your function. Once you know a knife, you know what the knife is supposed to do, right? A knife is to cut. So once you know who you are, finding out what your purpose is or why you're brought here on the earth gets easier. I always say we are brought here on the earth with a muscle, a talent, something that only you can do the way you do it, so that you leave your world in a better state, or you make it better, you leave it more beautiful than you found it. It's important, Mega Exercises, to know who you are, because you can only change your world once you know who you are. Each and everybody is brought here on the earth with something special, a talent that we're supposed to discover and then exercise so that we can impact and change our world. So, today's topic, I actually want to talk about what I've just said. God brought each and every one of us here on the earth with something special. So, where does God fit into your muscle? Where does He fit in? You always hear me say, God brought something in you. You're supposed to do something, right? So, where does God fit in all of this? God is the creator. He put something in you, right? He created you. You are here because somebody, God, created you. And when He created you, He deposited something special in you. It's like He packaged a present for the world, and then inside that box is this powerhouse called you in it. God is the creator now. Okay, let's think about people who do things. So people who create cars, people who make mics, people who make lights, whatever product, right? Somebody sat down firstly and thought about it. How about I create something that will amplify a voice? How about I create something, a camera that will record something, and then more people can see it not in real time, right? Somebody thought of an idea and then did it. We call those people creators. God thought of you and then He created you. He's your creator. So there's I'm for sure that you were created with something because you're alive. God made sure that each and every package that He brought here on the earth has something, right? So I worked in IT for some time, and every time our IT guys created or developed a product, what they would do, so after they've coded something, right, they've created something, they would get testers. These testers, SIT, firstly would come and test this product. This is before people in the world knows about this product. It goes through rigorous testing, right? Before it is a product, before it is a light, a mic that I can now consume as a consumer, the creator first created it and then got a set of testers. The first part would be SIT, so system integration testing. This is where you're testing and you're developing, you're testing, you're recreating your product. Then after that, once you're kind of happy, the technical stuff are working as should, then you give it to user testing. So these are mainly people that they think of from a consumer point of view, from a mic. Can it amplify? If I look this side, are people still hearing me? Such stuff. The developer, they consider all of this testing before this mic came into the market, and I as the consumer can now consume it and you can hear my voice through it. Right. So this is the testing that we human beings, we creators go through. That's why I am certain, Mega Exercises, for you to have come into the world, God created and something in you. You went through rigorous testing, right? So there's definitely something, there's a purpose, there's a reason for which you were brought here on the earth. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to consume what God placed in you. That's how I'm certain there's nobody that made it into the world as a product that is missing. God wouldn't make such a mistake. If we as human beings don't, then He wouldn't, right? And I'm sure of it that there's a specific purpose, there's a specific reason that you as a product were created for. God, if we Mega Exercises with our small minds, right? God is this big power, this big Father who creates big stuff, right? If we with our small minds can go through such rigorous testing and ensure that a product as small as a mic is a perfect thing to be consumed, imagine you. So you're not a mistake. There's nothing wrong with you. You're exactly the perfect height. Your pitch voice is exactly, you are perfect. You are a perfect product. I said all of that just to assure you, you are a perfect product. You are tall for a reason. You are short for a reason, because the maker doesn't make mistakes. He wouldn't have released you as a product had there been any defect. Don't let anybody intimidate you. Don't let anybody tell you you shouldn't be black, you should have been white, you shouldn't have had an afro, you should have had straight hair, you should be shorter, you should be taller, you should be smarter. You are exactly the way God intended you to be for who He intended you to be. Your characteristics, your looks, your smile, it's all, He created all of that to assist you in all becoming, right? So the beauty you have, that's not just to look beautiful and make people jealous or date as many people as you can, or it's for a specific purpose. You need to figure it out. Guys, those looks, that money, that it's not just so that you can attract women and make money and have a ball. There's a specific reason. God created you as a product for a specific reason. And believe it or not, this creator wants his return on investment. He's invested something in you, right? You're supposed to use that to change, impact your world. Your world is supposed to be better than what you found it, right? If you're 30 years old, you're 40, 50, 60, 50 years ago, before you came, there was something lacking that God solved through your life. Are you solving that, Mega Exercises? Is your world better right now because you are in it, or is it the same? Are people still talking about the same things, even though you've got the solution for it, even though you've got the talent, but has nothing changed since you stepped into this world? God is looking for His investment, His return on investment. Are you using this investment, this talent that God placed in you for its purpose? One of the ways to find out what your purpose is, or where you're supposed to go, or how you're supposed to impact and change your world, is the desires that you have, the dreams you have. God speaks to us through dreams, desires. One day you want to change your neighborhood, you want to teach the children mathematics, you want more kids to, that's a desire. What are you doing about that? We are now at the beginning of a new year, right? Where we're supposed to plan for this year, vision, purpose. What dreams do you have about your talent muscle? What goals? What are you planning that by the 31st of 2025, my talent muscle must have impacted these people. I want to impact children. I want them to have more knowledge about general knowledge, about self-love. What is your plan regarding your talent muscle? Because that is one way God helps us discover our purpose here on earth. And one day he is going to want his investment, the return on the investment that he's placed. How are you changing your world? Are you changing your world? Are you making a difference? Are people benefiting from the gift that God placed in you? Or are you just dormant? Are you just lying there and breathing in oxygen and waiting to die? That's not why you're alive, Mega Exercises. God placed something in you. And one day he's going to want a return on it. You're going to have to stand there and tell him, God, thank you. You gave me this gift and this is how I used it. You're supposed to make your world a better, beautiful, better place than you found it. If you're 30 years old today, the world should be better today than it was 30 years ago. How, Mega Exercises, are you affecting your world? Are you affecting your world? Let's start there. If not, what's your plan for this year? Do you have a plan? Do you have a vision? Where do you see yourself going with this, with your talent muscle? How many lives do you see yourself changing, impacting? How are you going to influence your life this year? Don't even go too far. How are you going to influence your children, your spouse, your colleagues, your neighbors, your neighborhood? How must your neighborhood change by the end of this year because you are in it? The children in your life, the adults in your life, how must their life change because you are in it? You need a plan, because one day God is going to ask you, what did you do with the talent muscle, with the gift that I placed in you? How did you change it? Is your world a better place because you are in it? It should be. If not, discover your talent muscle, exercise it so that you can impact and leave this world in a better place than you found it. I'm the Muscle Lady, and I'm here to remind you to exercise your muscle. Thank you for watching this video. I truly value you. Please share the link with your family and friends so that they may also learn how to exercise their muscle. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever a new video comes out. Until next time, I'm the Muscle Lady, here to remind you to exercise your muscle.